This sports segment of the Suburban Radio Hour is brought to you by the Montreal Alliance. Get your tickets to professional basketball now at alliancemontreal.ca.
And welcome back, Montreal. Beryl Wiseman, editor of the Suburban here on the Suburban Radio Hour. My colleagues Anthony Bonaparte, features editor. And now we're going to hear from our sports editor, Mark Lidbetter. And Mark, you've got a very special guest.
That's right. I've got Beaconfield's Patrick Hussey, whose dedication and hard work has seen him qualify to swim for Canada at the Paris Olympics. Patrick's a longtime member of the Pointe Claire Swim Club. And Patrick, thank you for taking the time. I know you're preparing for the Olympics. Welcome.
Hi, Mark. Thanks for having me.
Listen, this is something you got to be pretty excited because you've worked hard for this. You're 23 years old now. You've been in the pool since you were a kid with Pointe Claire Swimming as a member of their club. How did it feel and how long did it take to sink in that you're now going to be an Olympian?
I mean, it feels amazing. I think it's still soaking in a little bit. I definitely get moments where I'm like, kind of just hits me and I'm like, wow, it really happened. And finally accomplished a dream that I've been dreaming about for a long time. So I'm still soaking it in, but it feels great. And
now you accomplished this at the trials they held in Toronto. Was that some of the best swimming that you've seen yourself put in the pool? Yeah, definitely. I mean, I hit I think I hit 3 best times. So the fastest I've ever been. And I'm glad that it happened on time and for the Olympic trials. So it worked out pretty well. And now you're in your senior year at Chapel Hill in North Carolina. Has your time on that swim team been part of your continuing growth as a swimmer? Yeah, for sure. I think that I've learned a lot in the NCAA. I've gotten a lot stronger and a lot more powerful. So I was able to kind of learn new things in Chapel Hill that helped me get faster in the Olympic size pool. So, yeah. And what would be your specialty stroke? Because obviously you compete in the different ones, but what's your strong suit in the water? Yeah, my strongest is freestyle. I do a bit of everything, but definitely freestyle is my strongest suit. And which one are you sort of working on to say, I'd really like to improve on this in case I get the chance to compete in that? Yeah, for sure. I think the butterfly events, I'm almost there. I think that a few more steps, and I think that I can probably qualify individually maybe for a butterfly as well. That's a lot of technique doing the fly. Yeah, a lot of technique and a lot of strength for sure. Yeah, it's a tough one. So you're still at Chapel Hill. You're training there. What's the path ahead leading up to leaving for Paris? Yeah, so right now just training, kind of doing a similar routine that I have been doing just because it's been working so well. So I don't want to change anything, but just tidying in a few details and just making sure I'm ready to go for the Olympics. Now, what got you into swimming? Was it the good summer programs, your Beaconsfield? So was that the start? Was in the Alps programs with the outdoor summer pools? Yeah, for sure. I mean, I learned my competitive skills there. I always wanted to be the fastest and see how many records I can break in Alps swimming. So it was always a lot of fun and tried to be, in relays and do it individually as well. So I always had great times in the summers. So what pool did you swim out of? I swam at 2 different pools. I was at Beacon Hill for a while when I was younger, and then I went to Windermere for most of my time in the summer. So it's a long way from those laps to the laps you're going to be doing come August, eh? Yeah, for sure. Listen, I want to thank you for taking the time. I wish you the best of luck. We're going to be watching. We're going to be cheering on, of course, Team Canada. And let's see what you can do. Maybe podium. That's what I guess is on top of your mind, eh? Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much for having me. Excellent. Take care. Thanks.
That was great, Mark. And if I'm not mistaken, we've had 1 or 2 others West Islanders who are associated with the Olympics, the upcoming Olympics.
That's right. And I've just got a list also. There's a couple of more that are going to be on the men's water polo team. That's from Kirkland, and one's from Dollard. So it's the athletes, they train. We have the greatest clubs out here, and we seem to always make it to the Olympics in winter and summer games.
Interesting enough, you've got a story on young fencers. Fencing is not dead.
No, God. It is not.
Very elegant sport.
It hasn't been foiled yet.
Oh, God, I just said it's an elegant sport.
Well, a trio of youth fencers from...
Now all of you have been treated to Mark Ledbetter, the king of puns in Montreal. Has not been foiled. Yes, go ahead.
A trio of youth fencers from Escrime Elite Montreal made podium at the Quebec Provincial Youth Championships. You had Côte St. Luc's Tony Al-Salim. He won the U13 Sabre division from a pool of 22 competitors. And his teammate, Adam Hazanovich, he earned the bronze medal in the same category. So 2 out of 3 on podium in that. The two teammates actually squared off in the semifinals. And in the gold match, Al-Salim dispatched Han Zhang-yu for the championship. You also had Teresa Louis. She won the bronze medal in the U13 women's sabre category. Liu lost to Vela Uridanova in the semis, finishing third in a pool of 19 athletes. And we also have some up-and-coming runners through Solimer Schechter Academy. They made podium at the famous GMAA Halo Road Race. This is always every year. It's a great thing for students. And a trio of them had silver and bronze finishes at the annual race, which takes place on Mount Royal. The grade 5 student Tyler Steinberg took silver in the 2-kilometer race category for boys in grades 5 and 6. Grade 4 students Olivia Monit and Brody Haber each won bronze in the 1-kilometer race in the categories for boys and girls in grades 3 and 4. Now, overall, 5 students finished in the top 10 runners in their categories, and more than 30 students finished among the top 100 runners in their categories, with 48 SSA students taking part in the races. And next week, we can look forward to some soccer. We're going to have some baseball coverage, including a really good game from the Quebec Girls Baseball League, the 20U category. And we'll check in on how the Montreal Alliance are doing as their season progresses.
Excellent. Thanks very much, gentlemen. Anthony, Mark, always great. And this has been the Suburban Radio Hour. Join us next week and have a great week.
This sports segment of the Suburban Radio Hour is brought to you by the Montreal Alliance. Get your tickets to professional basketball now at alliancemontreal.ca.